because of all this Kevin and Future drama, our businesses, anything farming related, is practically it's at a standstill right now. We don't make any moonshine, and we don't refill the noodle store. It has like been tapering off, and now it's completely halted as of yesterday, because Kevin took the seeds for the second time in a row and has not put them back. This has been happening slowly. There's been lots of small things like Kevin being awake a little bit less, kind of not supplying people with moonshine. I had a conversation with him the other day and started it with like, hey, I'm ready to use the mechanic shop now because I've got my stars up. Can I get a key? And he said, the mechanic shop is on pause. And I said, oh, okay. Why did you take my key away from the other building? And he said, I'm using that for its original purpose. I went, all right. And then he just randomly interjected and said, oh, and by the way, the noodle shop I'm going to give to Future or you. And I'm also going to take a step back from farming. And all of this was me trying to probe, but he just kind of dropped that on me. That was 3 days ago. The day after that, the seeds went missing. We found them later. And then, yesterday, the seeds were missing again, and now they're gone. So there's been a lot of drama and kind of rambling that people have been telling each other, game of telephone, where Kevin has been telling other groups, other gangs, that he's going to give the booth to Future and watch it burn. He's kind of
what gangs?
We spoke to Apple. Apple told that, like, specifically that. Apple's with Cyprus. So Apple told me that. I didn't want to bring it up to the group because I didn't really think it was, like, spreading that type of shit is irrelevant. But then someone else brought it up, and I was like, yeah, Apple said that to me too. And Lovemore was like, yeah. Lovemore? Because, no, Maynard, sorry. Idiot was told by Kevin that he was going to give the booth to Future. And then I mentioned that I had heard the same thing from Apple. At that point, I felt like it was relevant. But pretty much, like, in all seriousness and honesty, Kevin is completely cut off. He's like holding all of the farming related stuff hostage. And now he's not awake anymore. He specifically shifted his schedule. So I can't even talk to him, and neither can anyone else, because he's awake when we're all asleep, or most of us are asleep. Yeah.
The farming situation, so he took the seeds. So the way I understood it is you have to perfect the seed and then work off of that seed to produce good produce, right? Does that mean that we, prior to this happening, we or Kevin was only in possession of one good seed each, or would he have multiple of the same seed? Or
so how it works is like yes and no. With one good seed, as long as you are reusing it and propagating those genetics, one good seed leads to practically infinite, as long as you're taking care of it and doing grows consistently.
W stir by
bro. We have
that was a crazy stir I did.
Genetic seeds that are being maintained.
This is not all my fault, bro. Let's chill out, bro. Like, I ain't asked motherfuckers to do all of this, bro. Come on.
Okay. And how involved were you in the process of the growing process and things like that?
Completely zero. I never had keys to any of the buildings. I specifically told Kevin I did not want to get my hands in the soil because it's not particularly a way I want to spend my time. But I've helped like pick up carrots and stuff before. Like I'm in and out of the building every day collecting stuff for the booth.
Okay. And what's our in terms of the contacts within the farming industry?
Well, Ming has just secured us some seeds, hopefully, which means that with that set, we could be able to propagate our own, through using them. We have a lot of people.
Right, but we would need somebody that would be doing it, no?
We have people that will do it. I have a person who's already farming. We have Poe and Smitty who are already doing it. We have Zeus.
Zeus.
Yeah, I think that I don't see why Zeus would not continue farming for us. And even if he did, we also have Daisy and Dixie that are interested in learning, and one of the noodle workers, Tweety, who I promoted to manager because she is very suited to running that type of business. She's like an excellent worker and wants to farm as well.
All right. How involved were you in the process of keeping track of the noodle business? I saw the paperwork.
Pretty much the way that the noodle business runs is Kevin owns the business and takes the money out, and I run the business day to day. I'm going to be honest, it is very, very low maintenance. I would not say that it's a particularly difficult thing to do, but Kevin puts the food in. He has all of the back end information on how much is put in and how much it costs. I don't have that, but I record how much money we make. I record everybody's hours. I hire people and train them, you know, or delegate someone else to do it. You know, Kevin farms
Okay.
and I manage the noodle shop.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't have any questions unless you guys do.
Nah, I don't think so. I think we just need to move on and fucking fix it, to be honest. Go get seeds set up somewhere in case Kevin flips out again. I mean, that's pretty much what he's done. Now he's locked away all the seeds so nobody can have shit.
And the fentanyl shit too. Like I don't know.
Okay. For do you have any questions on this particular topic?
No, listen. I already heard this, right? I just wanted him to tell you guys because you guys haven't heard it.
Okay, then Mike, if you can give us a moment.
Sure.
Okay, so Ming, like I agree with you, but the question then becomes like, do we tell Kevin like we don't need you for to do this anymore, or because then at that point, because what's happening right now, right, is that when we talked to Kevin initially, he took the conversation as Future has fucked me, and then the leaders are coming to me and saying, hey, you got to stop, and he probably felt what's the word, like this diminished because of this, and now he's acting out like a child because of it. That's likely what's happening.
Pretty much.
And it's like well, I'll show them kind of shit. And I mean, I agree with you, Ming. Like, we take a step back, but the question then becomes like, do we tell him, hey, we're gonna have somebody else handle all your shit?
The biggest problem that we have right now, the biggest issue is that he owns our main house. The little soul house is like.
Yeah, but when I told him to transfer the warehouse to me, he also said, do you want me to transfer the little soul house as well? And I said yes. And we had a conversation about it, and he said, well, even if it came to the point where you guys fired me, or even if I left by my own will, I would never just like reduce my rep by taking it. That would not happen. But he said that he understood why I would want it transferred, and I believe him when he said that. So I don't worry about that circumstance. I think if we ask him to sell it to us, he will.
I mean, fair enough, right? But I never listen. I get that, but I never have 100% trust in people like that. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. And of course not. But the way we have to approach it, they say, hey, we're gonna do the transfer. Since we couldn't do the transfer, we're just gonna have you sell it to us. That's the only way we could do it, right?
I mean, listen, I'm a honest. I don't want to come to like some major conclusions because we haven't even spoke to the guy, right? But like every other day, somebody's like, he hasn't even mentioned the fentanyl stuff. Apparently, like Kevin bought fentanyl equipment and told Mike, like, yo, Mike, whenever the boys get fentanyl, hit me up. I'll cook it up. You know what I mean?
Like the table, the stuff
it's like 400.
That you can't get shit.
No. It's like 400 bucks for the equipment on the drone app, right? And he bought the equipment and he told Mike. This was before the argument, by
with
the way.
his own Bitcoin.
Yeah, with his own shit. And he told Mike, yo, whenever the boys get the shit, you know, hit me up. And then once we did get the shit after the argument, he's like, no, that's kind of my stuff. I want to keep it separate now. You see what I'm saying? So after the argument, he wanted to keep it separate. He's obviously trying to like somewhat keep his stuff his and separate from the gang. That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? Taking his seeds out the warehouse, keeping everything kind of separate.
Because he feels like nobody's taking his side. I think that's basically it. I mean, it's...
No, 100% he's lashing out.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have a conversation with him, but if he's only waking up later to kind of prove a point, it's impossible. For me, at least.
Yeah, but you don't think the point needs to be proven that, you know, everything doesn't revolve around him?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Huh?
100%.
Like, I get why he's pissed off, don't get me wrong. You can't just fucking lock the seeds and shut down.
He's fucking the whole gang.
Business to stop.
Yeah, he's fucking the moonshine operation up. He's fucking the business up.
I mean, but
because he wants to get
like,
back our future, like.
Yeah, I mean that does seem. It does seem like it. Like that's what's happening, doesn't it? I mean, we should definitely talk to him, but based on the factual evidence we have, it's like, okay, the operation isn't running. We can't get this done. We can't get that done. And the reason as to why is because Kevin. And I don't think the reasoning matters unless it's like something really specific. I have a hard time seeing that Kevin, who's always available and gets shit done, suddenly just can't get anything done, you know? But we should totally talk to him. But assuming that all of this is kind of, let's say our speculation is spot on, then how do you guys, like, what do we do from here? Because the thing is, either we tell him, yeah, you're off every operation, and at that point, then what's the point of him, I think, for in his eyes,
I mean,
right?
it depends
Depends what he says.
how he is. Like if he doesn't want to do the farming anymore, then it's fair enough. Like maybe he's just burnt out of it. You know, he just fucking sits there and farms all day long.
Yeah, but if he was burnt out of it, why would he then wake up later to avoid having a conversation
listen,
and do all of this without talking to us?
No, I agree with AK. Listen, Mick, if he was burnt out of it, that's fair enough. But he would have made sure it keeps running, so the business keeps running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He took the seeds out of there, knowing that nobody else can grow. Like if that was the case, he would have gave the seeds to the other growers. Like he's not stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and then assuming that this is the case too, then I mean, we also bought those seeds. It wasn't a lot of money though, so I don't really care about it in the long run, to be honest.
What, 50K?
Yeah, 50K.
I can get the seeds.
Yeah.
Like he just told me he'll give me one of each.
Yeah. Wait, who did?
Zakid?
There's two things that he owns that's ours. Little Show House and one of the plaza places.
Which one?
The crypto one. That's gang money.
Corner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like I said, we should talk to him, but how the fuck are we gonna talk? Like, I don't wake up late for no one. It doesn't matter if there's a nuke dropping on the city. I don't do as someone else tells me.
I mean, I can't.
Oh, nice, man.
What you mean, nice?
Yeah, what do you mean, nice?
No, I'm just saying nice. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. What is it like? Oh, nice, or is it like nice?
The second one.
But really, I mean, you're probably not even the best person to talk to.
I'm definitely not the best person to talk to him. I think AK should be the one that speaks to him.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not waking up for Kevin. Like,
because I feel like if I go speak to him, it's gonna feel like I'm biased towards him. You know what I'm saying? Or like no, like against him, I guess.
yeah. Well, maybe if you're around after the tsunami, maybe you can tell him to wake up early one day so he can talk to me.
All right.
Cause yeah, I'm not waking up late for some fucking children bullshit. It's not happening. So he has two options. Either he wakes up late, early, and he has a discussion with me, or we're just gonna have to pull the plug. Like that. That's basically where we're at.
You're biased.
If you can't talk to him,
I don't think I've
really
done or said anything that's been biased towards anything.
Am I wrong?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah.
If we can't communicate with him, if he refuses to wake up early, then we're just gonna have to go based on our assumptions. Like we can't just let this sit and stagnate.
I mean, yeah, we just have to, like, listen, the business is completely on fucking standstill, so we have to replace him. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, until we talk to him, we just build the business back up, get it running, and then, you know, at least then we still have control of it, even if he's not around, you know.
There's two kind of annoying parts, and it's the little soul house and then the house on the plaza, which we would preferably farm out of, no?
I mean, we can just farm back in the main warehouse, and I can use my warehouse.
Oh,
that's
okay.
20 plots.
I fucking hate the farming or warehouse, but yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing,
I mean,
too. That's another problem.
Honest,
all the farms are owned by him.
Is there nowhere else we can put the buttcoin farm?
Yeah, if it gives back the
little soul house.
If he get, that's why we have the no, we have 2 buttcoin farms.
Well, we could move it to my house.
We have 2 buttcoin farms. We have the warehouse buttcoin farm, and the low soul house is gonna be a buttcoin farm too. But
okay,
if Kevin gives us back the low soul property on at the plaza, we could just turn that into a buttcoin farm.
Yeah, because that might be the move. That's like where everybody goes now, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just move all the buttcoin over there, no? And then we can use the warehouse
for the farm shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like we're not gonna have spare room in there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure all 10 plots will probably fit on the bottom floors.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, but okay, assuming we do that, okay, so then, but the problem is then we can't start up the business without him because we need the little soul house transferred.
And
I
another
mean, we
problem
also
is
need the stall.
Okay,
too.
okay.
it's the
But
store
let's
too.
do it this way. Let's do it this way. Forward, if you can be up late one day and talk to Kevin, and all you have to tell him is, "Hey, I'm gonna take the house transfer," and then you buy the house from him, and then tell him to wake up early one day and he can talk to me.
He also has to transfer the
And then-
noodle shop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be so much easier if you just wake up early and I can talk to him and have him do this. But yeah, I mean, the most ideal situation would be he has transferred the noodle shop to what, Mike? Transfer the little soul house on me, and then wake up early so I can talk to him. Like that's kind of what we want, no?
Yeah, that'd be most ideal, yeah.
Okay. Well, is there any chance you can be awake longer today and see if he's around?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you are, then maybe see if you can get that sorted. I don't know. The only problem with the property is, I guess he would have to sell it to you for now, and then you would have to sell it to me tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, there's, yeah.
But hold on, do we know that you can just fling around the property like that, though?
Yeah, you can, but you get taxed. But the thing, okay, so once you put the house up for sale, anybody can buy it. So somebody else could buy it, but you just,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
That would be so fucked.
That would be fucking. So that's another risk involved. Somebody else could just buy the house.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could talk to a judge and see if we can, like, move past the 30-day limitation. Because the 30-day limitation is
I feel like
probably...
by the time a judge get back to you, it'll be past the fucking 30 days.
I don't know. Maybe I can get a connect through 12 gauge.
Oh yeah, maybe if it fucking 12 is just the fucking judge.
He's not, yeah, but he's got players.